Are you at a place where you feel like you are lacking, where your needs seem greater than your resources, where you feel like you've tried and knocked on so many doors and things just don't seem to be going your way? Well, then I truly want to seek God's face and open His Word this morning on what He says. And are you at that place of feeling like there's never enough? You see, church, at this stage, if we're honest, they were following Jesus for the stuff, for the things, not for who He was at that time. It's like our walk, isn't it? That when we start out, we believe that we want to follow Jesus. But as we progress in our walk, we realize it's not about what God can do for us, but rather what God can do through us. You see, what we've got to go through is we've got to understand that the Bible continues to unfold new revelation. You see, the Bible is not only the starting place. What I've come to realize, the more I read the Bible, the more it reads me. Ever read the Word and go, that's for me? Please, I know how often you're probably thinking, does the preacher know my story? Has he been on my group chat? Did one of my friends tell? Because as he's preaching, that's for me. Well, I thank God I always get up here in such freedom because I choose not to listen to those stories, but His story. Man, you see, in seasons of our life, we will see our needs differently. We need to understand that. What seems so much now, when we look back, we remember how God's provision, how God poured out His mighty hand, how God moved the mountains in our life. Because why? We had faith. And you see, what we got to hold on to here is that maybe now I realize that the driving point in this passage deals with not enough. In fact, we live in an age of never. If we're honest, it just never seems to be enough. We get the latest model. Anyone notice that? You get the latest version on cell phone. And you're so proud to go to your family day or your bride. You know, brides, we love to bride. You love to go and show off how you've got the latest. Only to find out a week later it's outdated. We're in a generation that is just never enough. We want more. And this is what happens in this passage. We start to understand that we're in an age of so much information. Church, let me tell you what we're in. We're in an age we've got so much information. In fact, even now as I'm preaching, even if you're listening in your homes online, you can Google quickly to see what I'm saying and just check my scriptures are right. And we've got all this information. But often we're overwhelmed by ignorance and we lack wisdom. And this is what I believe, what I love coming into God's presence, is that His wisdom, as we open, you know, this word that has gone through generations, passed through famines, passed through persecution, passed through viruses, in fact plagues, this word